Racers, please make sure to check your results online. If you do not see your results, you may not be able to see your numbers. Again, racers, please make sure to check your results online. If you have not been scored but you did race, you can probably not see your numbers.
And these ERX signs are ripping off and flying around down here by staging.
I checked the results and I can't see my numbers.
I'm sure you did. I don't know what they got going on here with you, but I don't know.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. What the fuck today? They must want
Alright, racers, make sure you are.
Alright, racers, make sure you are getting to the line. Races 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our staff is getting in their position, so you should get in yours. We're going to kick it off with the Pro 206. And then some 120 stock action with some 200 stock right afterwards. So fire up those little sleds, fill them with gas. Make sure they're ready to roll. It's a beautiful bunch of going green line racing here for our second round, second heat at Sunday FUNDAY back to the 80s.
Can I say something?
What are you going to say?
The sky has clouds, the sky is blue.
Well, that's not about racing.
No, like, because what if they didn't notice that? What, like a drone?
No, the eagle. Remember how the eagle over there? Now you talking about the drone?
Did you see the eagle?
I did see an eagle, and I also saw
The drone.
a drone. That's right, we have a drone out there for our live stream today. You can live stream Sunday FUNDAY.
I'm going to need you to carry through because they shut us off because of the music. So I have to have you on that mic. So if you can hold both mics when you talk, just kind of hold it together.
Really?
Yeah. Hate to say that, but
Alright.
they shut us because they're playing the radio music all the time. Yeah. So it shuts down the live stream. So I have to have just call the race, not do it. Have it up there.
But you can't get into the one I'm using?
No, but mixing it with the music that's playing outside, so they shut our live stream down.
Okay. Alright. So when you want to talk, just let me know, okay? Alright, we are green light racing on our Pro 206. We have the green flag going. And a little bit of bumping, and we got an incident in that Power Lodge corner. The number 21 getting all up in the skidoo on that inside to outside Power Lodge corner. Robbins Racing. But he seems to be okay. That was the 929 of Walter Streezy out of Elko New Market on that skidoo. And then the 25, your leader, Cashton Nelson out of Foley, off to an early lead. Post that incident, able to evade some of that with Caleb Reinhofer out of Malacca in that second spot.
Those are some good flag wavers.
Those are some great flag wavers. Those are some great staff we have down there for Sunday FUNDAY and our ERX track that we have groomed post that intermission. And it is some green flag racing with that checker flag out for your race winner. Coming down to the bar, that's going to be the 25. Ashton Nelson flipped over with the 21 Caleb Reinhofer right afterwards. They were going bar to bar and a little bit hard sometimes to stop those 200s, but both of them seem to be okay. Both Caleb and Cashton in that 1-2 spot. We're gonna get race 2 ready to roll on the starters lines here. That's the 120 stock class. 7 entries today in this record number Sunday FUNDAY we have here. Almost, I heard of almost 500 number, too shy of 200 riders we have today. So we have a stacked 120 stock heat and a stacked heat in almost every race we have today. 120 stock ready to go under starters orders. Getting the green lighted. They are loose out there going into the Woody's Traction Rhythm section.
All right, I figured it out. What's up here?
Don't forget, racers, to check the live results and make sure you are verifying where you finished and checking to make sure we are scoring correctly and that your numbers are legible and we are able to see them so we can score you and we can announce who you are and know who you are and represent you and your sponsors as best we can. So please, as you go out, please verify all those numbers.
Camera 4 is back up.
With the 820 of weight short coming across our Fox Shocks tabletop, we got an off from our leader, it looks like, in that right-hander, giving our riders, young and old, a little bit of issues today. But he looks to be okay. We're going to get him fired back up and on that buggy. And another one going in that Power Lodge corner, it looks like. But the 410 Owen Lance, I believe, is going to be your leader. We were able to get that 905 of Willow Abram fired back up and rolling. We're going to have the checkered flag come up momentarily. So one lap, the final lap for a few of our racers out there in this 120 stock class. And that right-hander seems to have claimed another 120 stock. On the corner, though, looks like a little bit of an engine malfunction. Maybe the tether slipped off, or a slight hit of the kill switch. And another rider down in that 182. So this amazing ERX track taking some casualties of our riders out there. But the 623 coming across of Mackenzie Rambo in first.
Cutting to 4. All right, I'm on 4.
Race 3 coming to the line. That's going to be the first heat of our stock 200 class. These are going to be kids that are 9 to 12. Good showing by the 820 of Wade Short coming across in that Polaris. And Willow Abram coming across as well after that incident in our Power Lodge corner. But doing well.
On you, Carter.
We're about ready to hit the green light on our stock 200, 9 to 12s. Couple of heats. Out to an early lead. Everett Stroley out of Elko New Market. On that Yamaha, looks to have the whole shot and holding it to our box shots finish line with the 881 Presley Bacon Sauce on the bumper as Everett looks back on our Power Lodge corner, seeing how much room and a gap he's able to get on that third spot with the 413 of Otto Humble taking over the second spot from Everett as they go through that 180 left-hander. Going on the inside after that S-turn, which are giving some of our riders a little bit of problem, but no problem right now for your race leader, Everett Stroley out of Elko New Market. White flags out, one more lap for Everett with the 413 of Otto, followed by Presley Bagenstos and Evan Bowerly on the 388 out of Sauk Rapids on that Fly Racing Rock Speed FX mom and dad sled. Little bit of a bobble there coming into that double after our Power Lodge corner, but able to keep it together for that fourth place spot, but feeling the pressure. But checkered's coming out for Everett. And your winner, Everett Stroley on that Yamaha, taking the checkered flag, followed by Otto Humble and Presley Bagenstos. We're going to have the second heat of our stock 200s of 9 to 12-year-olds coming their way. Green flag is going to be out for the 62 Daxton J. He is fast here with the 524. Michael Rambo also crazy fast. These two go back and forth all the time. White flag coming out for your race leader, Daxton J, followed by Michael Rambo out of Lakeville. Then you're going to have the 535 of Mason Doffing out of Hillman rounding out your top three. The 17. That's Auburn Owen out of Waconia in that fourth spot. Followed by the 709, J.C. Carlson out of Litchfield. Pretty even as they go through our 180 into our Woody's Traction Rhythm section. And Daxton J taking the race win with Michael Rambo in second. We are going to have race 6 coming to the line right now. Race 6, this second heat of stock 200. These are going to be 4 to 8-year-olds. As they make their way through that FXR corner, we got Uskadoo out in front. That is the 62, followed by the 510. And then the 99 I should say, coming across, taking that second spot away on the inside of our Power Lodge corner on this race 5 of 4 to 8-year-olds on the 200s. Parents, crew members, brothers, sisters, friends, all cheering them down in that 180 left-hand turn, telling them to go faster, telling them how far they have between the next rider as they take the white flag after the FXR turn. They're going to see their signals from their crew. So 62 Dylan J out of Lindstrom in the lead. And a tip over of our second place in that right-hander, giving some problems. Our riders knowing to stay clear of that incident, that yellow flag coming out. Our crew making sure our rider's okay. I believe that's the 99 of Easton Geyer out of Buffalo on that Yamaha. He looks to be okay. We're going to get that 200 started and ready to roll again so we can get back out there. But Dylan J taking the win, followed by the 413 Otto Humble, the 517 Noah Abram, and then the 23, that's Liam Peterson, finishing it off in this stock. .4 to 8-year-olds dominating this track like our pros we had here yesterday at our Learn to Ride clinic. Under starters orders, we got the green light. They are loose. Race 6 on the track right now. We are going to have your race leader, that number 21, Caleb, followed by the 524, Michael Rambo. Caleb going wide, coming out of that Power Lodge corner, able to keep that inside away from Michael. White flag is up for Caleb. Followed by Michael Rambo, and then you have the 910 battling hard for that third place spot. That's Hendrik Stroley out of Elko New Market, getting some pressure from the 612 Jace Wurzberger out of New Ulm. Those two fighting back and forth, fighting for that inside line, going bar to bar. That 612 cutting down the inside. Checkered flag is going to be out for your race winner. Going one-handed over that after that Fox Shocks tabletop is your winner, Caleb Reinhofer. On the line, we have our race 7 junior girls. 881 Presley Bagenstos out of Stacy. The 801 Emily Rogenkamp. JC Carlson on the 708, the 311 Leah Pellet, and the 179 Emmy Simonson rolling on this junior girls.
You need. Let's see what time is it. 125? Okay. Yeah, that's starting to kick your ass right now, huh, buddy? Energy drink ain't cutting it.
The girls are out.
You need to go outside.
Out to that early lead. I believe that's going to be the 881 Presley Bacon Sauce with the 708. Followed by the 311 going high on our Power Lodge corner. Presley out to an early lead and pulling away from our crew as they go through our Woody's Traction Rhythm section. And Presley's going to see that white flag, leaning back, getting as much power as they can on the back of that track.
Carter, you're doing awesome though, buddy. For the end, how long do you sleep? 20 minutes? Half hour? You're a machine, bro. Cutting the drone.
Presley doing one more spin through our Woody's Traction Rhythm section. And the rest of the crew having her in sight. And Presley is going to see that checkered. And taking the race win for Presley. Followed by the 708, JC Carlson, followed by the 801, Emily Rogenkamp, and the 311, Leah Pellet, followed by the 179, Emmy Simonson. We have some 120 open champs and 200 opens in this race 8. Getting the hole shot and pulling away. That looks to be the 999. That's Parker Ruck. Followed by Daxton J on that Skidoo. And then the 311 Levi Murtha out of Andover on the Lake Elmo Sports Division 16 electric sled. And our 84X on that 120 Open champ. Struggling to get up that Fox Shock tabletop, but is able to do it. As the 9-9 of Parker Ruck takes that white flag for one more lap for Parker. With Daxton leaning over and taking that smooth outside line of the Power Lodge corner. Hanging a knee out, getting off that seat.
When they come into the finish, they're just going to cut the floor.
Checkered flag coming out for your race winner, 999 Parker Ruck out of Becker. Followed by Daxton J. And the 311 Levi Murtha out of Andover in that third spot. Followed by the 545, that's Hendrik De Bruin out of Stillwater. Race 9. Some 120s. We'll keep it with the 120s, so 4 sleds in this one on our 120 improved stock class as they go green.
Rock Carter, I know you're tired as shit. What do we got, 29?
The 88, that is Chase Reinhofer out of Malacca, our previous race winner from a few races ago, picking up where he left off.
Well, we will definitely do something different. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Man, the angle's awesome.
White flag is coming up for Chase, followed by Carter Lang out of Maple Grove on that 216 and the 517, Noah Abram.
No, they don't even know what it is. You want to see? You want to sit down, partner? Between races?
Checker flag is going to come up for your race leader and your race winner, Chase, out of Malacca. And then Carter Lang holding off Noah Abram to get that second spot.
Do we have one?
We're going to get some ditch bangers in the mix here. A swath of Polarises and Skidoos. And that's 771, I believe, of Jason Bagensauce out of Stacy. In the first spot. Sorry, that's a 746 Hunter Wagner getting over Jason in that FXR corner. .746 Hunter Wagner out of Zimmerman still in the lead here, but that other Polaris getting in on the inside, pushing him to that berm. That is the 4Z of Alex Forsland out of Cambridge.
It looks like they leaned really hard into the corner.
You're going to have the checker flag go out for your race winner, the 740, the 97, Jack Letourneau, followed by the 746, Hunter Wagner, and then the 128, Aaron O'Rourke. Race 11 coming on to our Woody's Traction Rhythm section. Our second heat of these ditch bangers from 2000 to 2009. That's the 731 Jaeger Cordis. Followed by Brecken Bishop, and then Brian Witham on that Skidoo in third spot. Brecken taking a look back, seeing where Brian is as they go through that 180 turn. And Brian holding it wide open through those triple rollers into the double. But Yeager skying it over that Fox Shocks tabletop. Same with Brecken going a little sideways, but able to capitalize and get it straight into that Power Lodge corner. White flag is going to be out for Yeager as long as he can keep it track side down into that FXR turn. Brecken Bishop on that 198. Doing some air plus Brian Witham on that skidoo with the animal zip tied to the front. Channeling the Muppets animal to get in to that second spot, but he's getting a little bit of pressure, it looks like. It gets that third spot taken away from that Arctic Cat. Brian going to switch it up and go high side, see if he can get around and get that third spot reclaimed. Brecken Bishop coming around now, but the 6'7" Austin Kistner on that Arctic Cat, able to take down Brian at the very end to get that third spot.
Let's go. Keep you away.
We're going to have our kids back up on the track. We're going to have them on some newer sleds, some transition ones, so some sleds that are reprogrammed a bit, not as fast as a regular stock snowcross sled, but same suspension, same everything, just not as much horsepower. With Derek Schwann out of Box Elder, Dedrick Schwann out of Box Elder taking that first spot with the 713. Reagan Trafford out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, all the way from Canada in that second spot. But Dedrick pulling away into that FXR corner. Dedrick Schwann out of Box Elder is going to see that white flag come up the next time he rounds the FXR turn. He's going to have one more lap to go to hold off Reagan out of Thunder Bay, Ontario.
All right, come on.
621 taking that checkered, followed by Reagan in that second spot with that number 10. Brantley Lambrecht taking the third. We're going to have our junior racers on the line now, ready to take our starters' orders. Our junior 14 to 17 in open class sleds. So our junior riders on those same sleds as they get the green light. That looks to be a Bowerly sled of Brian Bowerly getting the whole shot into that FXR corner. Then the 121, 127 of Mason Helland out of Dodge Center in the second spot. Mason having a great line, taking the inside on Ryan as they go through that FXR corner. But Ryan able to hold off a hard charge from Mason. Checkered flag is going to be coming up for Ryan if he can hold off Mason for one more turn. Going to the inside. Mason jumping through that line, but not enough to hold off Ryan Bowerly on that WPS Fly Racing Stud Boy sled. We're going to have some ditch bangers back in the mix. We're going to have 440s and 600s from 1998 to 2002 out there. That number 95 out in front with Tucker Anderson in second into our Power Lodge corner on that Arctic Cat, and a hard-fought battle for that fourth spot.
Nice job on the battery switch. Thank you.
Green flag still up for number 95. White flag is going to be out for your race leader, number 95, airing it out over that Fox Shocks tabletop with the 393 Michael Firth out of St. Stephen in second, with Tucker Anderson in third. Race 14 out here, race 15 on the line. So races 16 through 20, make sure you are on staging, getting lined up with the checkered flag going off for 95, followed by the 393 of Mitchell Fruth out of St. Stephen, and Tucker Anderson on the 54. And in honor of the 80s, we should have some 80s trivia. Emmy, what do we have for 80s trivia?
Who sang the pop hit Sweet Child O' Mine in 1988?
So, first one to come up to the announcing booth, tell us what band released Sweet Child O' Mine in the 80s, 1988, for our 80s themed Sunday Fun Day. Get some swag. I'm a big fan of this group. I don't know, Emmy, are you a big fan of this group? Kind of a fan. I know I was able to see this band a couple of years ago at US Bank Stadium, if that gives a little bit of a hint. with the green flag going on this race 15 of juniors out there, 10 to 13-year-olds. .952, Jackson Rath in that first spot with 55. Trinity Olsen in second. One more lap to go for them. Checkered flag. It's getting ready to roll for your race leader, Jackson Rath out of Elko New Market. Sponsored by his dad. His dad probably doing a little bit of clutching and some suspension work on that Articat, on that Skidoo, I should say. XPS sled with Trinity Olsen on the Skidoo in second, followed by the 256 of Drew Bowerly on the Fly Racing Digital Ink Stud Boy Central Hydraulics machine. I can do it like it's.
Oh, he is a boy. That's me. Yep, that's my beagle. That's him. Nice shot.
Must be a good PNG for you.
Thanks, man. Nice shot, Carter. Badass. Honestly, just freaking awesome. It's always fun to have this going.
We got our junior ditch bangers out there. We're waiting for that white flag to go. These four racers. And we got an incident on the Power Lodge corner. That Polaris going over the berm, that inside corner.
White flag now?
7-11. Colton Winter managing that with the 122, Brighton Bauer. Checkered flag is going to be out for your race leader. We got that 77 of Aaron Patton ready to roll back out there again. Well, from start to finish, that's Colton Winter out of Monticello taking the race win with the 122 Brighton Bauer out of Menominee on the ZM Smith racing machine in second. That was race 16. We're going to have race 17, our junior ditch bangers, up once we get a little bit of starting line maintenance taken care of from our ERX groomer. So while we're grooming a little bit, make sure you're going inside, grabbing some merch, taking some selfies with our cutout for our Back to the 80s Day and tagging all of our social media.
Did stack that card yet already? That's a lot of data.
Tagging it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok,
Everyone's second favorite thing on the track.
even MySpace. MySpace is still up there and rolling. Post it to MySpace. You'll be the first one to post on MySpace in probably over a decade. Be that first one to take Sunday Funday. And tell your friends and show your friends all the amazing stuff and the great time we're having today here at ERX as we get ready to go racing again with our junior ditch bangers after this grooming break. shout out to everyone on the live stream as well who are tuning in remotely, unable to be here in person, but representing Sunday Funday nonetheless with that live stream, getting a good look with our drone and camera work that we have going on too for Sunday Funday here. That drone doing some amazing work, hovering over our amazing ERX track. You can even see it slowly going up over right between 169 and our starting, excuse me, our finish line, hovering over there waiting for this next crew of racers to come to the line.
You say camera 3 was
Camera 3's down.
not transmit? Oh no, I was gonna say I could take it handheld and have some fun with it. Yeah?
We're not gonna get fancy this time. Next time we will. I appreciate it, but it's just too much work.
Don't forget, while we have these grooming breaks as well too, to go back and check online, see where you placed,
Pretty solid distance for me.
and verify with what you had, and to come to our scoring booth if you see an issue.
How you doing over here, man? I heard that it was a quick turnaround. Were you guys doing stuff last night too? Or? Oh, did I hear you had like an hour of sleep? Oh, dude. Oh, man, that sucks. That's my wife. Oh, she gets tough one. Head splitting. Yeah. That was really nice. All right. Ready?
Our crew getting these junior ditch bangers. These are going to be kids 10 to 13. We got a couple heats of them. This is going to be our first heat. Looks like via our announcing report, these are going to be all Polarises out there. So just a Polaris feeding frenzy out there for our junior ditch bangers as they get loose, going over the Woody's traction rhythm section. 490 Jack Rogenkamp, I believe, out of Stacy, was in the mix there in first or second. We'll see how they come out of that FXR turn. And the number 5, Casey Wallace, able to sneak by both of them, both the 487 and the 490. Maybe going high side on that FXR corner. With the 490 Jack in second. Followed by Eli Heron out of Nisswa on that 487 out of the Whitetail Builders Rogenkamp Racing mom and dad sled. Mom and dad's got that Polaris singing. But 77 sneaking in, trying to take that 4th spot away through that inside through our FXR corner, is able to make that stick. Looks like they're able to take that 3rd spot away from the 487 with a 521 on the bumper.
Nice job on the camera work, man. Sleds, it's a different game. You're doing freaking awesome. I'm talking about the video on the street.
White flag's going to be out for your race leader, 490 of Jack Rogenkamp. Then you could have the number 5, Casey Wallace, with 77 in third. And the 487, Eli Heron. Checkered flag goes out to Jack on that 490 Polaris. Then the 5 of Casey Wallace out of Princeton with 77, rounding out your top 3. We're going to have race 19. Looks like we're going to have the plus 30 snowcross out there right now. That is going to be the 03 Nicholas Bjorgard. The 204, that's Racer Frank out of New London, and Randy Main on the 672 Cat out of Elk River. Both Randy Main and Racer Frank on that Team Frank Racing sleds. As it looks like it is Racer with that lead going into the hole shot, taking the inside. But Randy Main sneaking on that inside, keeping the pedal to the metal, getting a smooth line. Followed by, looks like, Racer Frank looking back, seeing where Nicholas is. As he's going high, going low, pinning the throttle on that Team Frank Cat. But all trying to find and catch up to Randy Main out of Elk River as he sees the green flag on that Fox Shocks tabletop. Nicholas and Racer getting some nice air off that tabletop. Nicholas on a mission, catching up to Randy on that Articat, hitting it through that rhythm section. We'll see who can get it through faster. Looks like Nicholas has got that inside and might be able to make it stick, but Randy going to the top of our FXR corner, keeping it smooth and maybe get the pedal to the metal. Nick able to get by Randy. To get that first place spot. With 1 lap to go, they just have a couple more turns to keep this through, with Racer doing an amazing job navigating this track we have here at ERX. Checkered flag goes out to Nicholas Bjorgard out of East Grand Forks, followed by Randy Main out of Elk River on the Team Frank Racing Cat. And Racer Frank on that 204 out of New London, taking it home in that 3rd place. Ditch Banger Twins out there now. We got 3 sleds out there in this race 20. Your leader, Cade out of North Branch on that Fratellone Racing Polaris. He's been fast all weekend here, everyone, putting on his own clinic against that 731 of Jaeger Cordes out of Zimmerman on that PB Blaster CRC. Come out, Seafoam Skidoo, making that Polaris just sing. Fratellone Racing has that thing dialed for Cade into that FXR turn, with Jaeger trying to catch him and do everything they can to keep it rolling. The 213, Isaac Pavic out of Cottage Grove in that 3rd spot on that Cat. White flag, one more lap to go for Cade on that Polaris. They're going to have one more spin through the Woody's traction rhythm section for Cade. Trying to hold off a hard charging Jaeger. Hitting those doubles and triples in the back. Not quite enough power to hit the triples. But Cade taking the checkered flag, followed by Jaeger on that 731. Almost doing I'd say that's about a half of a heel clicker going over that Fox Shocks tabletop. So doing a little bit of showboating. Jaeger on that Skidoo. Gotta love to see that and the fun that that brings here at Sunday Fun Day for our Back to the 80s themed day.
Throwing had 10 minutes. This one, I don't know if it was full or what. All right, partner.
And if you thought those sleds were old, take a look at what we have out there now. We have leaf spring sleds out there too. Just barely enough shocks at all to handle our riders, let alone this track here at ERX Motor Park as they get through with Brian Witham on his patented one-handed cornering maneuver as one sled goes off into the mix. After that power lodge corner, we got a rider off and another rider stuck. He has to hop off and try to get that sled out to get his sled unburied into that right-hander in our S-curve chicane. Our staff trying to get them out. But it's all Brian with them right now on that 580 Polaris and a slew of Yamahas. The only Polaris out there in front, followed by a gaggle of Yamahas.
What's that?
White flag is going to be up for Brian. He's got to keep that Polaris all together on this track for one more lap with the 69 of Kobe Worm out of Maple Lake in the second spot, hanging with him. Brian taking that one arm on the handlebars to get through that right-hander. That sled just might not want to turn right as much as some other ones do. Brian's going to take that FXR corner and get that checkered flag for that race win on this leaf spring class, followed by the 69 Kobe Worm, and then the 87 doing a wheelie over our Fox Shocks tabletop. That's Ivan Harkov out of Buffalo. Race 22 on the line right now. So races 23 to 25, 26. Make sure you're in staging, ready to roll, because we are getting ready to go green light racing here for our transition 8 to 12 combined heat number 1. We got a couple heats here of these racers. That 952 Jackson Rath off to an early lead, getting the hole shot and looking back, seeing where the rest of the pack is. With our neighbor to the north from Thunder Bay, Reagan Trafford in second on that 713 Skidoo. But Jackson Rath out of Elko New Market is pulling away fast from the rest of the pack. With the 824 of Brecken Peterson making a move on the inside to get that third spot away from, it looks like, the 814 of Kyra Hassler, going on the inside from that Woody's Traction Rhythm section into the FXR corner. He's got a good line going from there. White flag is going to be out for your race leader, 952 Jackson Rath, on that skidoo. Followed by Reagan on the 713 with Brecken Peterson out of Anoka on that JP Premier Excavating Polaris in third. One more corner for Jackson to see that checkered flag and take home one of those big number 1 80s trophies we have downstairs. Followed by Reagan Trafford and Brecken Peterson in third. With our third day of Sunday Funday here, the first one during the day, the last two at the night. I can tell you that Jackson Rath and Reagan Trafford, they're going to have a lot of hardware coming to them by the end of the day. They might need a new trailer or a heavier truck to bring home all the trophies that they have going on this weekend. On our triple header of Sunday Funday here at ERX. .855 Isaac Otto off to an early lead on the second heat of transition, with Trinity Olsen in hot pursuit of Isaac on that Kraychek Racing Auto Industries Climb Cat. Isaac just pounding away at that Woody's Rhythm section and those moguls back there, with Trinity sizing him up, trying to see which line Isaac is going, see if there's any spot to make a move. But Isaac doing everything that he can to keep this in the front. The 621 Dedrick Schwann in third out of Box Elder, South Dakota. Pretty even in that third spot, keeping an eye on both of them, seeing which lines both of them have and getting rid of that snow dust. White flag is out for Isaac in that first spot. Some lap traffic could be used in Isaac's advantage, but Trinity able to navigate it pretty well. Still has their eyes set on Isaac in that first place spot. One more corner for Isaac after this double. See that checkered flag. This is going to be good for Isaac as he sees this checkered flag coming. Big win for Isaac Otto, doing some show for our fans here, going no feet over our tabletop, showing the fans some love. And what would a Sunday Funday be without some amazing ditch banger, greasy triples on the line right now. 10 of them ready to roll. All Yamahas and Polarises ready to scream through that Woody's Traction Rhythm section. Pounding away. We're going to hear them come down that front stretch, and those triples are just going to be wide open, ready to roll. Get ready. That 321. That's David Olson in front. Then the 163, Alex Gillespie out of North Branch in that second spot on that Yamaha. But that Polaris is pulling him. These triples are heavy, not the easiest to manage through our Woody's Traction rhythm section. The lone cat, it looks like, the Zach John out of Stacy on the lone Arctic Cat. Not just any triple, but that's a Thundercat, so that is a heavy, heavy sled out there doing his best in that third spot, manhandling that heavy machine. You can see it just diving through those Woody's Traction rhythm section. He's dragging the leg like a motocross bike in that high side of the FXR turn, trying to catch the 163 of Alex Gillespie. Dragging that leg. I don't know about that strategy, but it seems to be working out pretty well for him. Getting those Carhartts pretty snowy. He's gonna let that Thundercat roll on that rhythm section. See if he can get Alex. But with 1 lap to go, actually the 1 lap to go for the number 1 coming across, but it's the checkers right now for the 321. Followed by the 163, and then that Thundercat of Zach John out of Stacy. I'm a fan of the Carhartts and the jean jacket look as well too. We might have to switch that up for a national race or something like that. We'll see if we can get by with that. Carhartt bottoms and a jean jacket. I don't see any better outfit for a Deadwood race this coming weekend. Deadwood, South Dakota. Fit in pretty well there. Put a cowboy hat on and ride that Thundercat through that rodeo bull ring. It'd be quite the sight. We have the 80s theme today, but right on the track, we got the 90s theme right now with the Ditch Banger 1990 to 99 Heat 1 out on the track right now. We're going to go from disco of the 80s inside, and on the outside, we're going to have the grunge of the Ditch Bangers in Heat 1. That white Polaris pulling away from the rest of the crew here on this Ditch Banger Heat 1. Finding a good line, it looks like, through that inside of our Woody's Traction rhythm section. .156, that's Gary Stroud out of Hastings in that first spot. Neck and neck, and a seat comes off that Arctic Cat. He just went down, looked down into the Power Lodge corner to sit down through that corner and realized that his seat is on our Fox Shocks tabletop. That happens with those 90 sleds, but he reduced a little bit of weight there. We'll see if he can make it through this Woody's Traction rhythm section a little bit easier without that seat. It's either going to make it a little bit easier or a little bit harder on his bottom. Bring it over, show it for the fans. One lucky fan's going to go home with a prize there of a ZR 440 seat. That's all right. A couple of zip ties, you'll be just fine, buddy. We'll see in this second heat of these ditch bangers from 1990 if all of their sleds will stay together, with 77 coming over in the front spot. Seats are intact with this crew so far, but we'll see. We got a couple more laps to go. That inside berm on that right-hander really getting built up and letting our ditch bangers really scream through there. Green flag is still going to be out for the 77. That's Aaron Patton, and a battle bar to bar between the 167 and that other Polaris, that red one out there in the all red and black gear. That 167, that's Sam Lundgren out of Candy, Ohio, on the Wilmer Coin Laundry Liam's Garage Lunch Pail Factory Racing sled in that second spot, trying to hold off that Polaris that's hard charging on the bumper, cutting on the inside of the FXR corner. But 77, Aaron Patton, still in the lead with one lap to go, with Sam in hot pursuit. Seeing if he can get that Skidoo to do something to get past the 77. Those corners look to be pretty built up, almost single line through there. Checkered flag is going to be out for Aaron Patton out of Cedar, as he takes that race win with 167 of Sam, followed by the 717 at Houston Becker. We have our race 27, our dad's race up right now, so the dads are getting their shot on these sleds as they get through and get the green light racing. That's the 487, that's Adam Heron on a Nisswa on that Polaris out to the lead. Adam on that Whitetail Builders Rojan Camp Racing machine, also sponsored by his wife. It says he's gonna get some extra brownie points if he's gonna come home with that 80s #1 hardware. Put that on the mantle for everyone to see as he gets the green flag on this dad race. Have some bragging rights at home with the 490 of Kyle Rogenkamp in second. White flag coming out for the 487. With Kyle in second, those two Polarises with 68. Justin Smith in third. That 490 having some interesting sponsors in here. We'll say it says it's Sugar Mamas, so also looking to get some bragging rights at home as well too. But 487, Adam Heron out of Nisswa is going to see that checker flag as he can keep it trackside down going through that FXR turn, and he is able to. 490 Kyle Rogenkamp in second, followed by the 68 Justin Smith out of Monty with a 771 of Jason Bagenstos out of Stacy on that Skidoo, sponsored by his wallet. And that seat, another seat off that cat coming off. I don't know if that's the same. Looks to be the same one. A few more zip ties there and we'll be good to go. The dads had their shot. Now it's the mom's turn on this race 28.
You okay over there? I wish I had that capability.
727 out to the lead here, followed by Emily Becker out of Forreston. Then the 521. That's Brianna Olson out of Monty on that Olson Plumbing and Heating Polaris in the third spot.
After this race?
.727 on that Skidoo. Looking to get her own bragging rights at home on this mom race. Taking that outside line, it looks like everyone kind of getting sick and tired of taking that inside line. A nice new one is kind of forming on that outside of our right-hander. Right before our 180 left.
What? I'm going to get them out of the hole and then I'm coming to you quick.
That 727 is going to see the white flag come out, holding it together for one more lap. .727 gonna see that checkered flag sporting up in that Castle getup from back in the day. Gotta love to see that. That Monster Energy Castle jacket and Castle pants. Taking home the checkered flag, just like Tucker Hibbert did in that same outfit back in the day. We are going to cap it off and bookend this one with a two-up race. Race 29.
I will be coming.
The Ditch Banger two-up.
I'm in so tight.
7 racers out there ready to rock and roll, switch some tethers. 521's excited. Excited to get that third spot. Maybe excited just to be off that track right now. As those ditch bangers are going, we're riding two-ups.
And the staging. They got cones over there, right? That's where they do it?
22, Drew Hansen. 77, Aaron Patton. 487, Adam Herron. The 490, Jack Rogenkamp. And the 490X, Kyle Rogenkamp out of Stacy. In this mix, we got some bigger race sleds and we have some ditch bangers in the mix here. Hard to tell which one's doing better in terms of having 2 people on them. Surprisingly, these newer sleds, hitting it hard. That person in the back of the 311 getting kind of tossed around there. Just hold on. You don't have to see, you just have to hold on. Going off. Now they just have to go around our Power Lodge corner and swap their tethers real quick. Get back on there, do a couple more laps.
Yep, I will. Get the switches.
Went back to their trailers and saw some advice from some NASCAR pit crews as they went through there and swapped those tethers out pretty fast. Couple trying some new tactics of holding on to the back instead of holding on to the racers. The 952 doing a good job, but that 22 had a great chance going through to swap that tethers, and they're closing in on that first place. 952 sled. Will they have enough? They'll have to lean back through that Woody's traction and put it to the bar to get past the 952. We'll see if they can do it. That white Valera's just going, just bouncing up and down. But the 952 looks like to be holding it off. Almost off in that FXR corner. Great showing by that 22 sled and a big pumping up the crowd on that 952 and the 22. That 55 sled in third, followed by the 311. Fell off a little bit in our tether swapping, but able to make it through. 490's excited to make it through. Visors intact. And we are going to take a quick intermission before our third round starts. Don't be afraid to go inside, grab some hot chocolate, some adult beverages, warm up a bit. Make sure you take a picture by our 80s cutout, post it to your social media, and definitely mention our sponsors: Hanco Utilities, Waldock, Power Lodge, Erickson, Woody's Traction, Fox Shocks. Make sure you're adding those sponsors to all of your posts as well, to give them the love that they need for having us come out here on Sunday and enjoy this racing. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes or so to finish up this last round of racing here at ERX Motor Park for Sunday Fun Day.
I think it's going pretty damn good, boys. To be honest with you. I hear you saying novice numbers up here, but I'm pretty proud of you. You're going awesome. Right. I was talking about you, my man. Well, yeah, you'll see some of these things. So people have different expectations for streaming anyway. For what I always, it's just like. Did you guys figure out the music thing? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Were you just able to just cut their music channel? Or was it picking up like ambient thing on here?
they need for having us come out here on Sunday and enjoy this racing. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes or so to finish up this last round of racing here at ERX Motor Park for Sunday Fun Day.
Freight is the backbone of the country. As long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to give it to them. My name is Matt Lowell with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's when my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all side business, big or small, we love them all. But we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose a sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in this industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 28 plus years.
People have different expectations for
Empty cabin, empty cabin.
So to finish up this last round of racing here at ERX Motor Park for Sunday Fun Day.
never saw it coming. I couldn't read the signs. I don't know why I let you in this time. I must be blind. I guess I couldn't trust you, 'cause all you did was lie. Oh no, I have to get you off my mind. 'Cause of you, I'm wired up. I don't want you, it's time for you to go. Oh, you, I had enough. I don't want you, it's time for you to go. I never saw it coming. I couldn't read the signs. I don't know why I let you in this time. I must be blind. I guess I couldn't trust you, 'cause all you did was lie. Oh no, I have to get you off my mind. 'Cause of you, I'm wired up. I don't want you, it's time for you to go. Oh, you, I had enough. I don't want you, it's time for you to go.
Getting ready to start things off for our last round. So racers in heats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make sure you are going down to staging, getting in your respective lines, and get ready to cap this night off, this afternoon off, with some amazing racing. Don't hold anything back. Leave everything on the table as we look to kick off the last round of finals here on Sunday Funday at ERX Motor Park. Pro 206s are getting ready on the line, getting the last minute strategies from their crew as they're getting lined up, waiting for our starters' orders. And they are loose. Pro 206 out in full effect, with the 21 of Caleb getting the hole shot going into that FXR corner. Trimmed that corner down quite a bit, and Caleb taking quick advantage of that and skying it over that Fox Shocks finish line into the Power Lodge corner. These 206s are taking advantage of a freshly groomed track of our ERX crew put together coming out of our quick intermission as they look to get the white flag and cap this off. One more lap around for the 206s today for Caleb. And then the 585, that's Hool. And then the 929, Walter Streezy out of Elko New Market. Caleb's got one corner to go. And he sees the checkered flag and knows it's within reach. He's going to roll, doing a little bit of action for our crew here, raising a foot to the fans here at ERX, showing him why he's the top dog in this 206 class. .120 stock is on the line now, our race 2. As the 725 comes across now. But .120 stock getting ready to show what they have going on this last final of the day for their class. A mix of Polarises and Skidoos in this 120 stock. No Arctic Cats in the mix. But that 5 of Colton edging out the 100 of Cash Johnson, followed by the 623 Mackenzie Rambo out of Lakeville. Those 3 skidoos are going 1, 2, 3 into that Power Lodge corner as they go into our S-curve chicane. Getting cheered on from their team, crew members, mechanics, all called mom and dad out there, jack of all trades. White flag out for Colton out of Elko New Market on that TC Services Skidoo, followed by the 100 Cash Johnson out of Brooklyn Park, sponsored by Sunday Funday in that second spot. Then you have the 905 going through that Power Lodge corner right now. That's Willow Abram out of Norwood. But it's all Colton right now with that checkered flag going to be out. Your winner, Colton out of Elko New Market on the TC Services Skidoo, followed by Cash Johnson on the St. Bonnie Motorsports Skidoo, and the 623 Mackenzie Rambo on the WPS Fly Racing Grandma and Grandpa Skidoo in that third spot. Race 3 on the line. That's a 200 stock. These are 9 to 12-year-olds in the 200 stock. .820 making his way across the line on that Polaris as we're getting ready to go green light racing. And those 200s are loose going through that Woody's Traction rhythm section. Out to an early lead, that's Everett on the 939, followed by the 585, Blake Hool, and a two-way battle for that third spot, hanging over on the Power Lodge corner. That's the 413 Otto Humble out of Zimmerman on that white Polaris. Everett making quick work of this track as he's going to see the white flag go out. That gray Yamaha just singing, sponsored by Krupp's Resort in Twin Lakes. Then that 585 of Blake Cool, Race Coatings, K-Lee Electric, RSI Racing, Deadline Customs Cat in the second spot. Blake trying to keep up with Everett through that Woody's Traction rhythm section as they go into the FXR corner. It is all Everett, fist pumping for the crowd as he goes off to collect his #1 trophy with Blake Cool in second. Great showing by Blake with the 413. Otto Humble out of Zimmerman taking the third spot. 881 of Presley Bagenstos out of Stacy in number 4. Race 4, the second heat of our 200s are up now, so same division, separate heat of these 200s. Coming around that FXR turn, a little bit of an inside berm starting to show up and take shape there with Daxton J going over in first with 524 Michael Rambo in second. The two Skidoos battling it out. That 535 of Mason Doffing out of Hillman on that cat in that third spot as well, trying to catch up to Michael Rambo. One more lap for this second heat of 200 stock though. Showboating and putting one last lap in for Daxton. Looking back, seeing how far Michael Rambo is from, maybe realized he's a little bit closer than he thought, so put the hammer down as they went through these corners into our Woody's Traction Rhythm section. Taking a look back again, knows he's got to take it easy through here and keep it rubber side down. Daxton J seeing that checkered. Going one-handed, looking back right over, seeing the distance, know he's got the win with 524 Michael Rambo in second. Then Mason Doffing followed by Auburn Owen out of Waconia on that Skidoo in the fourth spot. Then you have the 545, that's Hendrik De Bruin out of Stillwater, and the 708 of J.C. Carlson out of Litchfield, finishing that one up. 4 to 8-year-olds coming up now. We had the 9 to 12s. Now we're going to go back and have the 4 to 8-year-olds take out their 200s and show them what they have. Under our starters' orders, they're looking to get in their starting position that they learned yesterday at the Learn to Ride from the likes of the Skolquist and Elias Ischel, working on their hole shots. We got a Skidoo taking that hole shot and leading it coming out of that FXR corner. That's Dylan J, followed by Otto Humble, and then the 517 Noah Abram out of Norwood on that FXR CA Pro Skis Rock Speed Effects sled in third, but getting a lot of pressure from the 99. That's Easton Geyer coming up on Noah with the 23 of Liam Peterson sneaking around him too. So a good three-way battle as they go bar to bar into that corner of the 180 and hitting the berm a little bit too much, losing a couple of spots, letting the 23 of Liam Peterson by. Didn't know he was so close, but able to sneak back in there. But Dylan J is going to keep trucking on his 200, followed by Otto and Liam with Noah Abram back in that fourth spot. But that Yamaha keeps on coming, going over the berm again. A couple more berms going back and forth with the 216. That's Carter Lang making his presence known, ducking to the inside, telling that Yamaha to move over. Carter, Noah, Easton, all battling for that third spot. But it is all Dylan J right now on that 62 with their battle in the ski to ski. Wow. Almost too close. From where I saw, I thought Liam got him a little bit for that second spot on that 23, but we'll leave it up to our scorers in the booth to see. They got the eyes, but a good battle for that second spot. Came right down to the bars over that finish line, that Fox Shocks finish line. with race 6, 200 stock. This is going to be the second heat. Same group, different racers out there now. That 910 Hendrik Stroley out of Elko New Market had a great hole shot, pulling it to the inside. We'll see if he can keep it. Faded a little bit to the outside. Might have lost it. Did lose it, it looks like, to the 21 of Caleb Reinhofer.